Dad is a competitive guy, school teacher, but former baseball player. So what was his early impact on your golf? I mean, especially, I know he had the baseball impact, but what was his golf impact?
I was so fortunate that my dad, he was a man of action and not of words, and you know, he never forced me or pushed me to do anything I didn't want to do in sports. But we always kind of had a family rule of like if we're gonna do something, we're gonna bust our butt and we're gonna make sure it's worthwhile. And my parents, I never needed for anything growing up, but my parents, they made a lot of sacrifices for me to be able to chase this dream. And so I was aware of that, and I didn't want to waste that opportunity that my parents sacrificed to give me. And one of the kind of funny story, one of the biggest learning moments in my golfing career was legitimately playing racquetball with my dad. When I was probably a freshman in high school, we started playing racquetball at the Y, the local Y in Midwest City. And my dad was 50-ish at the time, so he wasn't a young spry man, but he was a really good athlete and still to this day plays racquetball and is active. And so he was whipping my butt, and I'm extremely competitive, and I especially don't like losing to my dad in something. And so after about a year and a half, I'm still getting my butt whooped in racquetball, and I broke a racket.
Oh, wow.
And it did not go over well with my dad. And quickly I learned after that, this anger and this frustration when I'm playing racquetball, it's not helping me play any better. It's not helping me beat my dad. And I thought to myself, well, I need to maybe change my attitude. And then sure enough, soon after that, I was able to kind of channel that frustration into, some positive energy, and I started to beat him a little bit. And I kind of that translated to golf because, like a lot of junior golfers, I was competitive and I had some anger problems, if you will. I would, whether it's, throw a club here or there, or I would get, just so frustrated it would overtake me. And it's just funny the parallels between the racquetball frustrations and the golf frustrations. And it took me getting whooped by my dad and learning how to manage my anger and frustrations on racquetball to then do the same thing with golf. And it sounds funny, but like if it wasn't for my dad in racquetball, I don't know if I would have at as early on learned how to kind of manage